Okay, so I am making a video to show off something I made in Space Engineers that I am genuinely proud of, although I probably shouldn't be because it's probably not all that practical, but I'm still proud of it. Kind of cool. It's looks like a giant oil rig, and that's because, well, it kind of works like a giant oil rig. It's I call it the moving or transportable drilling platform. That has a nice ring to it. It's actually 3 ships in one. There's the center ship here, which is the actual drill shaft. There is the ship here, which is the lander, which is the legs and the thrusters to move the ship around. And then there's this center ship here, which is it locks the shaft into place. Now, before I explain everything, I'm just going to say that, as a disclaimer, stuff's probably going to break. I've already had stuff break on this before. As you can see here, I've got landing gear set up to hold the shaft in place, and I've got 3 on every side except here, because 2 of them broke. Just flat out shattered. I need to get into fixing that, but it's going to be such a pain to fix with the shaft still in the machine. So, but basically, the way it works is you have this one lander ship off of which everything sort of stems. It's basically standard run-of-the-mill ship, except it's got 4 legs on the front so that you can land on an asteroid, latch onto it, etc. That actual ship is actually just from about here down. That's the whole ship. None of that's part of the actual lander. The lander also has 4 landing gear on top of it here, which connect to this center ship, which is it's just kind of a connector between the shaft and the main ship, and that has 1 gear of its own connecting it back to the lander, so that if one has their gear off, they're always locked in at least one way. But most importantly, it's got 3 like rails, so to speak, of gear running up and down here, and they hold the shaft in place, and the shaft is basically, this is the business end of the drill. Down here we've got cockpit, 4 drills, 2 machine guns, because I don't know, I put machine guns there. A whole bunch of thrusters and gyroscopes to keep it in place when it's drilling, because the 4 drills so we can shake around a lot. And the really neat part is I've actually told you something would be broken. That I did not notice. Well, while I'm in here, I can show you what's supposed to be there, which is that. Oh, that's how that got burned. Huh. So yeah, well, this is still kind of a proof of concept sort of thing. So it's still kind of rough. So there's still kinks in it like that. I need to fix. Just put it back here where it won't burn anything. Those are actually very close to burning those. But yeah, I've still got to work a lot of practical stuff out. It's just kind of a proof of concept as of now. But yeah, this is the drill. The 4 drills funnel into a conveyor system, which actually runs, so this is the coolest part about it, runs straight up the shaft here, all the way to the top, which I've got, my containers and my reactors up here. I've also got these huge thrusters up here because it takes a lot of thrust to put this into an asteroid, and I had some smaller thrusters down there, and they weren't cutting it, especially after I had to add 4 drills just so that I could tunnel into an asteroid straight. So you can see a conveyor system comes all the way up here. I've got this thing, I forget what it's called. Is it connector here so that some ship can come along and this thing can spew out all its rocks and shit. How much I've got in there right now, actually, because I was mining through an asteroid. I'll show you that in a minute. This freaking character. Yeah, as you can see, I still don't really have the controls of the game worked out. Yet I'm still building shit for some reason. Okay, it doesn't want to... Oh yeah, I gotta get into a cockpit. See, totally new to this game. Oh shit. Inventory. See, yeah, I've got 13,500 kilos of stone just from the drilling I've been doing, which I've been drilling for that long. But basically, I had it latched into this asteroid here. Drilled a nice sized hole into here. Actually found a natural cavern, which is this bit. Lots of debris. I don't really have anything in the center here to suck up the debris.
Cyanide disconnected.
I'm gonna go find another asteroid and try and shoot this thing in action. So, why is this? Yeah, as you can see, still got some issues with this thing. So this is yeah, it's a real pain to turn, especially when there's 3 ships and they're all like massive. But I'm gonna try and try not to hit the top end against this asteroid here. I'm just gonna try and latch onto this asteroid. Maybe drill that out a bit. Not very fast. It's movable, but it's not not very quick. Again, I'm sure if I refined it, or if I knew what I was doing in the first place, I could make it quicker and possibly more stable. But we're just gonna fly in here. That's good enough. Alright, so latched in. We actually got 3 gear in there. So now what we do is we come up here to the connector, unlock that, and then go down here to the actual drill, and turn this on. Yep, we're good to go. Fire it up. Get out of third person. So, it's actually, also got some lights here, so you can illuminate the cavern you've created, but you can see, it wasn't drilling there for very long, but I've already created a pretty sizable hole. Yeah, nice slanted thing into it. It's gonna cause some damage. I gotta put a stopper on it somewhere, but, you know, I get the drill.